Good afternoon, it's Sharon again. How are we doing today? Wednesday, where is the time going? It's flying by and I'm back live again. I'm coming to you live from my living room because I seem to have been told to come out of other rooms because they're all on their live lessons. So I'm on my phone and I thought, yes, I've covered this topic before, but I've had some lovely people reach out to me recently and say, Sharon, you seem so natural and I love your lives. Can you just give me some tips? So I thought rather than just message them individually, which I did yesterday, I thought, you know what, it's been a good 4 or 5 months since I think I've done this title. So if you are in business, if you are using social media, in particular Facebook, to build your business or build your customer base or make friends, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, I can highly recommend doing Facebook Lives. Now, I know that actually scares a lot of people. It still scares me. But I thought today I was just going to share with you 3 of my top tips to actually start you off doing a Facebook Live, even if you've never done one before. So I can see people hopping on right now. I can't see your name, so do please let me know who you are, where you're coming in from. I would really appreciate it. And whether you're watching live or on the replay, that would be fantastic. So let's get straight into it. So like I say, how to do a Facebook Live, even if you've never done one before. My top tip number 1 is to prepare. It sounds obvious, I know, but I've just written a few notes down here. So if you can have some natural light on you, that is better. So if you're at home and you're lucky enough to have a room that you can actually sit and have no distractions and you've got some natural light, then try and make sure the window is in front of you. I'm actually looking at a window as we speak. So that light is reflecting onto me. It's always a bit weird if the window's behind you and the light's behind you because you get that weird kind of silhouette thing going on and it takes away from you and your features and everything. So if you can have natural light, that's fantastic. And if you can get outside, even better. It's freezing here in the UK, so I won't be doing that today. But normally I do if it's spring or summer. So that is my first one, to just really prepare. So prepare your surroundings. So things like the lighting, like I've just explained. And of course, I'm in the front room at the moment, so I've got distractions around me, but it's not too bad. And it's quite sort of clean looking, if you see what I mean. So if you've got a space where you can sit that doesn't have lots of books and shelves and lots going on, because that will distract people away from you. So a plain wall is even better. But like I say, I'm in the middle of my living room at the moment, so I'm not actually following my own advice. But so a quiet room where you can have less distractions. Phone's fine for a microphone. You don't have to spend a lot of money on expensive microphones, although you can. But what I would say is please invest in something you can actually put your phone into. So tripods aren't very expensive. They're just, the 3-legged things, and you can get them for a tenner, probably less than that. But it just takes away that shakiness. So if you're nervous anyway and you're trying to hold your phone, that would be fine if you're doing a very short live and you're doing it outside and maybe you're just walking or running, if that's your thing, or chatting and you just want to cover a few points, then that's fine. But if you want to actually tell people or help people, or you're explaining something like I am, then you want to have that nice solid base. So I think a tripod is probably the way to go. So it's nice and still, because if you're shaking and nervous anyway, it stops all those jitters. Okay, so a tripod is a really good investment. And then and if you haven't got natural light, that was the thing, you can actually get those ring lights. Again, quite inexpensive. They've just got like a clippy thing that you clip to your phone and it's got a small light on it, so it can just give you that natural light look if you can't get a window in front of you for any reason. So that's my number 1. It's all about preparation, really. So quiet office if you can, or quiet room, natural lighting. Have a tripod to have that nice and steady. And what was the other one? A ring light if you don't have natural light. So number 2, again, it is actually preparation, but what am I talking about? Content. What is it you're going to talk about? What are you going to share with your target audience? So that's the main thing you need to think about. Who are you targeting? Who are you helping? What sort of people are in your niche? Is it health? Is it wellness? You know, you have to think about the audience and then think about how you can help them. That's all you need to do. You do not need to be an expert on any subject, to be honest. I mean, I'm not, and I've got a lot of friends who are actually building their businesses and they're not either. Just find something that's worked for you. For example, in the past, I've done how to breathe correctly, how to meditate, how to do certain exercises, how to do cold water showers, how to have great skin. It doesn't have to be about your product, your service, or your offering. In fact, in some cases, most cases, I do sometimes speak about that, of course I do, but you don't want to be just talking about that because you're just going to have one video and you'll run out of content. So you just want to think about your target audience, who they are, what they need help with, what they're struggling with, and then think about what's worked for you and then share it. That's all you need to do. Okay, but we'll come on to that at the end if you stay till the end. So think about your content. As I say, find something that's worked for you and share. It could be in your personal life, it could be in your business life, it could be in your health and wellness life. Whatever it is, just share it, okay? There's somebody out there and they're watching you and you're helping. It might be just one person, so what? You're helping them. Okay, so be yourself. Don't be nervous. The more of you that people see, the more they'll relate to you because they'll get to know, like, and trust you. That's why we do live videos. You can see me, you can hear me, you can see what sort of person I am, where I live, what I do, what I spend my time doing. So it's that kind of thing that people relate to because it's great putting posts out there, it really is, but you could be anybody. So, you could post quotes, you could do all positivity, but unless they see you and see how you really are, they may not, know, like, and trust you as much as maybe a video, and live video in particular. And I'll tell you why, because the algorithm of Facebook is a funny one and it loves live videos and it will show those to more people. So you will get more people, a bigger audience, more eyeballs onto you, your opportunity, whatever it is you're selling, whatever it is you're helping people with. And that's how you grow your network. Gosh, I've gone on a lot. That was number 2. That was a big number 2, wasn't it? So number 3. Oh yes, this is quite a simple one, but some people do forget. And what am I talking about? Look at the camera. Look at the camera. You've got your phone. Always have it in landscape mode, because if you have it in portrait mode, you get those 2 black lines either side and it's all a bit weird and it's just not conducive with a video. So have it in landscape mode, so this way round, and then you just want to look at that black dot. If you look at your phone and look at yourself, I'm now looking at myself. Can you see how my eyes aren't on you? And you want to be helping your audience. So you really got to aim at that dot. I know it's a bit weird and a bit strange, but just talk as if you're talking to your best friend. So if you had a friend and you wanted to help them out with something, they came to you and said, Sharon, I'm struggling with this. What do you do to help me with that? How do I get my kids to bed on time? How do I get more vegetables into my children? How do I meditate? I really don't know. Just talk to them as if they're there and that is them. Okay, that will make you far less nervous. And I have to say, I've only been doing this a short while, but I've learned so much by just doing these. And so I'm sharing that with you today. And I'm getting a dry mouth because, I'm still nervous. So always have water on hand because you're going to get a dry mouth. So it's no big deal. You're human. Things are going to happen. Usually my children come out and start asking questions. So what? It's a live video. It's going to happen. The more you are, the better. Because people will go, I can do that. I can do that, Sharon. That'll work for me. If you're too professional and polished and all your makeup's done and you're all dressed up and you're sort of stiff, they think, well, I can't do that, because that's not normal. She's really good at it. So this is me. You won't find me any different to this in real life. This is me. Things happen. See, I stumbled on my words. Does it matter? No, of course it doesn't, because I am human and I'm going to make mistakes. And you know what? It's put me in good stead, and it has people reaching out to you because they want to see who you are. You know, people love all that. So that is my top 3 tips for today. And that is for people who have never done a Facebook Live and they don't quite know where to start. But you might say, well, Sharon, I'm still a bit stuck. I don't really know where to go, what to talk about, how it can, you know, I can promote my business in a non-salesy way. Do not fear. If you like what you've listened to so far and you like the content, I appreciate you for watching. But guess what? I have put together a list of strategies that I actually use. I've put together the format that I actually follow. I've put together where you can find some ideal titles for your Facebook Lives and some content, and then you can just tweak it for your business, your opportunity, whatever it is that you're selling. So if you like what I've shared today, please reach out. I'll send that straight across to you. We can have a chat about, you know, if you're struggling with anything or you're not quite sure how to do it. But yeah, hopefully those 3 tips have helped you. And like I say, so I can share with you all of the strategies I use, where I get my content, where I get the ideas for the titles, what works and what doesn't. Reach out, I'll send that across to you. And in the meantime, have a lovely day wherever you are. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And thanks for those who've reached out already and given me praise on my Facebook Lives. It's not easy, I'm not going to lie. But once you've done a few, it does get easier. So thank you for reaching out, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.